Why should you, the average college student, care about the American chestnut tree? Well, this is the story of the American chestnut, its influence on Appalachia in the 19th and 20th centuries, its downfall, and how you can help bring it back today. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, the American chestnut tree made up 1/4 of the Appalachian forest. Many people in the area relied on the chestnut for their livelihood because of its many uses. Farmers released their hogs into areas thick with chestnut trees to allow the hogs to feed themselves on the bounty of nuts provided by the trees. The wood from American chestnut trees is light and rot resistant and could be used to make furniture, cradles, caskets, dulcimers, and eating utensils, among other objects. Families could make money by collecting nuts and selling them, cutting trees for their lumber, or harvesting their tannins for tanning leather. Picking up chestnuts used to be an event for the entire family. Urban residents would spend an entire day in the forest to collect chestnuts as a leisure activity. They called it a nuttin', or going nutting. Families could then return home with their bounty to roast for eating or to sell for a small profit. Literature and pop culture also took great interest in the chestnut tree. The classic Christmas carol, the Christmas song, Merry Christmas to You, mentions the visual of chestnuts roasting on an open fire as one of the hallmarks of a Christmas celebration. Robert Frost himself wrote a poem that mentioned the importance of the decline of the chestnut tree. He wrote, "Will the blight end the chestnut? The farmers guess not. It keeps smoldering at the roots and sending up new shoots, till another parasite shall come to end the blight." In 1904, a fungus by the name of Cryphonectria parasitica, better known as the chestnut blight, was discovered by Herman Merkel in the Bronx Zoo in New York. The blight would ultimately lead to the functional extinction of the American chestnut, meaning that trees could not mature to reproductive age. Areas of Appalachia, like the old-growth forest of Lily Cornett Woods in Letcher County, Kentucky, are now missing the tree that once made up 25% of its tree population. It was recommended by the U.S. Forestry Service that all remaining chestnuts be cut down in 1926. After the blight destroyed the majority of American chestnut trees in the United States, those who lived in the Appalachian Mountains felt the loss of their beloved tree. Not only did poor families lose a source of income and general resources, but they also lost a tree that symbolized the drive and resilience of the American spirit. The American chestnut tree is not merely a plant, but an emblem of the culture of the people of the Appalachian Mountain region. In the 1920s, Arthur Graves started a restoration project through backcrossing by using paper bags to pollinate trees more quickly. He did this in hopes of creating a blight-resistant chestnut tree. They crossed the American chestnut tree with the Chinese chestnut to pass along the blight-resistant gene from the Chinese chestnut to create a hybrid tree that is resistant to the blight. The American Chestnut Foundation has developed a plant to bring the once dominant and culturally significant trees back.